and welcome to CYT's production of Cinderella, brought to you by Master Solutions. Please take a moment to locate the emergency exits in the theater. Please be aware that this production contains haze and fog. Due to copyright laws, no photography or videotaping is allowed. Also, please keep the aisles clear as actors may be using them throughout the show. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy Cinderella.
Where is that prince? Ah, there he is. What is it that you wish, sire?
Yes, what is it you wish?
I just wish I was doing something more important with my life.
Worrying about that self-worth again, Prince Topher?
It just all comes too easily.
Well, the fact remains, sire, you will be king and very soon. When your sainted mother and father passed away and left you in my charge, I promised them I would do my very best to prepare you for your reign.
I know, Sebastian, I know, and I guess I am ready to be king. But the thing of it is, I just don't even know who I am yet.
I'm sure it'll come to you. Until then, might I suggest faking it?
Really?
Yes, you wouldn't be the first, and you certainly won't be the last.
To the castle?
To the castle. Still, these questions nag me. Nag. Oh, not you, Buttercup. I just wonder. Me, who am I? A far from perfect guy. A bum who wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. A kid whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I but the guy I am? Yes, that's who I.
Slayer of dragons, ageless of ogres, destroyer of griffins and giants, no praise the gods. Dragon! Knight to the knees.
No, guys, I got it. Come on.
A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb.
Me, who am I but the guy I am?
He's our hero, such perfection. He's the kind of guy that we all like to be. What's the use of self-reflection? Church bells will ring when you are king. People will sing
far from perfect guy. A jerk who wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. A drip whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I but the guy I am? Yes, that's who I am.
You there, impoverished person. Fetch us some water.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk to her that way. How do you know she's poor?
I mean, look at her. She's filthy.
Here you are, sire.
Thank you, young lady. That's very kind of you.
It's just water.
Give her some money.
Really?
Yes, it's charity. You have things and she doesn't. You're going to give her some of your things, so she doesn't have a revolution and take all of your things.
Spare change, Daddy, spare change.
The moment charity is mentioned, out comes every layabout.
Oh, here you are, old woman.
Oh, thank you, bless you.
Careful, my lord, careful. Some of the very poor have weapons.
Be gone with you!
No, good sirs. That is merely crazy Marie. She lives in the woods and comes to town only to gather what others throw away. She is gentle in every way, sweet and delicate, but nuts.
She is harmless, I can tell. Sebastian, Lord Pinkleton, sheathe your swords. You are a good friend to Marie. How lucky she is to have a true friend in this world. I wish I had a true friend.
I'm standing right here.
Shall we journey on?
Very well, Pinkleton. Be well, young lady.
Oh, I don't want charity.
Then take it as a gift, in admiration for a true friend in this world. Buttercup? Oh, right, sorry. A lot on my mind.
Thank you for saving my life, dear Ella. I shall return the favor.
I didn't do it to have a favor returned.
Oh, no, I have a shawl here with only a few holes that smells of cabbage. You can wear it.
Not necessary. Oh, what a handsome man that was. And so kind and generous.
That is none but a man! That's Prince Topher, the slayer of giants and dragons! He has just returned to us from university. He is to be crowned king.
That man, a world leader, but he appears to have a heart, mind, and soul. It can't be, Marie, you're crazy.
Yes, I am. But that does not change the fact that he is our own Prince Topher. Look at your coin, dear.
Why, it is him. From the left. Such silly ears. And the crown doesn't help things. He should wear a floppy hat. Here, Marie. Please take this coin and buy yourself something warm to eat.
Why is it always the poorest who are the most generous? It breaks my heart.
Here is our Jean-Michel. He will spout gibberish now and bore us.
Be nice. Good day, Jean-Michel.
And do you know why the poorest are the most kind, Ella and Crazy Marie?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to be the most forthcoming.
Because it's a corrupt system with a smashed moral compass.
You will forgive me if I stagger about and mother.
Today, I will be going alone to the kingdom to protest the corruption that riddles our government. You must come with me.
Cinderella!
That is Madame Ella's stepmother.
I shall shout to the prince. He'll have no choice but to listen.
Cinderella!
You are in harm's way.
I have a vision for what this kingdom could be.
Cinderella, help me with my packages this instant. Cinderella, lazy stepdaughter, help me with my parcel. No one knows the extreme torture I am subjected to. I'm ignoring that. Charlotte, Gabrielle, come, daughters, come.
We're here, Mama.
We are exhausted being as beautiful as we look. Cinderella, idle girl, come help your stepsisters with their shrewd purchases. Into the house, daughters. The real ones.
Madam isn't always terrible. Sometimes she sleeps.
Gabrielle, I brought from university a book for you with pictures of how people in other lands live and govern. Norway, Italy, Japan.
I have mentioned my interest in these places only in passing, and you have brought me a whole book. Quit it, you.
And 4 days from now, I'd like to take you on a date. I'm organizing a soup kitchen and I need someone to stir and ladle.
Gabrielle, do not talk to that man. We are teetering precariously between upper middle class and lower upper class. We cannot be seen talking with a revolutionary. Into the house at once.
Why do I care? Why do I try? I'll never be good enough for her. I'll take this book and burn it!
Why not give the book to dear Ella?
If it's quite all right, Jean-Michel, I would love to look at your book of how other countries live.
Then here, Ella, take it. I shall go my own way and live my own life. I'm a loner! You're coming with me, right?
Of course.
Good!
A book. It's been so long since I owned something. Just me. Cinderella, get in there and clean the kitchen. I've just finished it. Then prepare the dinner. It's on the stove. Then the beds. Beds are turned down, and your bed clothing is all laid out. Well, where'd you get that book? Well, Jean-Michel just gave it to me. Huh. How nice that people just give you gifts. Still Daddy's little girl. And what's that doing here? That's my father's coat. It's rags. Well, it's all I have to remember him. Oh. It's rags now. Clean the porch with these rags.
Majesty, Your Majesty, a list of the lords entreating me.
A list of all the lords entreating me with what?
105 requests.
That seems a lot.
I'll take that. Your Royal Majesty, in honor of your upcoming coronation, I proclaim your kingdom a land of plenty and bounty. Thank you, thank you. Now, may I have the imprimatur of your ring for this other announcement?
Right, sorry. What's it for?
Oh, nothing important. I don't really want to bother you about it.
Prince Comfort, listen!
What was that?
You must take responsibility for your actions.
Who's that yelling on the other side of the moat?
The people are being treated unfairly by your government.
He seems upset.
Rebel rouser! Ignore him. I have this new law which forbids any... Actually, if you don't mind, if I could have the ring now, it would save me the trip.
Shouldn't we listen to what he has to say? People were never upset with Mom and Dad, were they?
Your parents had the good fortune of being royalty in a time of plenty. But, since her unfortunate demise, I have done my best to run this kingdom. I have done my best to raise you in the finest school.
Hello? I'm talking here.
Perhaps we should invite him up for a talk.
Ignore him.
I will not give up. If you won't listen to me, I'll shout this to the town square.
Shout this to the town square. We need a distraction.
What kind of a distraction?
A royal wedding.
Wow. And does that work?
Like a charm every time.
But who will get married?
Well, you will.
Me? That's silly. I don't know any girls. I went to an all-boys school. Off in the woods. And then attended an all-male university. On an island. Why did you do that to me?
Well, for this happy day, of course, you're going to get married. Oh, happy the day.
But how will you find me a bride?
We will have a magnificent ball. Dancing.
What?
Every eligible young woman who can afford a gown will attend. That's a wonderful selection process right there. If you can't afford a nice dress, you have no business being married to a prince. Now, everyone will be in masks. You will dance with every girl, and at the stroke of midnight, everyone will remove their mask, and you will have found your bride. Thank you, thank you.
That's fast.
King and queen on the throne, and me by your side to guide you through every decision. It's really a win-win.
But how will any woman fall in love with me so quickly?
A valid question. One we will soon find the answer to. Lord Pinkleton, I want you to tell this to all. An announcement. A pronouncement. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir,
Oh, please don't say my
Paul
full name.
Alexander, Francois
So embarrassing.
Reginald, Lancelot Herman,
Herman.
Gregory James is giving a ball.
Seriously, Sebastian? Dancing? Can we talk about this?
Now is the time to act. No other time will. Live and play your part. Don't give away your heart. Don't take what the world gives you. Now is the time to live. No other time is here. Today has gone. Tomorrow is a guess. Today you can see and feel. No, listen! Tradespeople, tinkers, fishmongers, I shout to the prince, but he ignores me. If he and Sebastian can take the land from the very poor, it's only a matter of time before he takes it from us all. You just can't wait to be served by fate. on a silver plate or tray.
Now is the time of your life, the time of your life is today.
The prince is giving a ball, the prince is giving a ball. Hee yee, a ball and that's not all. The prince is giving a ball, the prince is giving a ball. Hee yee, His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a ball.
He's giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Now is the time to act.
He's giving a ball.
Our time will.
The prince is giving a ball.
He's giving a what?
A ball.
Now is the time to live. No other time is real.
The prince is giving a ball.
But
He's giving a ball. The prince is giving a whoa.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert Windermere Vladimir Karl Alexander Francois Reginald Lancelot Herman Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a what?
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Majesty has this decree to attend the ball. All one requires an invitation and suitably fashionable attire. And the prince will choose a woman from the ball to be his bride. That means anyone can be the queen!
So will he want a taller girl?
Or will he want a stronger girl?
Or will he want a smaller girl?
The prince is giving a ball.
I wish I were a bolder girl. I wish I were a younger girl. I wish I were an older girl.
The prince is giving a ball.
I've wished a lot of things. I don't wish anymore. But now I wish a lot of things I've never wished before. I wish I had, I wish I could, I wish I might, I wish I would, wish I were invited to the Prince's Royal Highness Ball.
Christopher Rupert James is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert
Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir,
Slayer of Dragons
Karl Alexander,
Destroyer of Goggles
Francois Reginald,
Sportsman and poet
Lancelot Herman
Gregory James is giving a ball.
Hey, 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 hey!
The prince is giving a ball.
wishes in the world and poppycock and twaddle. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella, when you finish tightening delicate Charlotte's corset,
I can taste my lunch.
we must move on to Gabrielle's hair. It is beginning to look, I fear, like a Bavarian pretzel. Oh, and Cinderella! Cinderella! Cinderella, it is a most amusing name. I crack myself up. She sits by the cinders of the fire, and her name is Ella, so I call her Cinderella. Why don't I have any friends?
Face it, Mama, you are well versed in the art of ridicule.
I do have rather a flair for it, don't I, actual daughters? Watch and learn. Cinderella, hurry up, get dressed, get ready for the ball. You're going to find a husband.
Am I?
Ridicule. Who caught it?
I did. That's terrible.
Who can that be, and at this hour? Everyone clear out of here while I get rid of this imbecile. Cinderella, get that dress on Charlotte. What brand of idiot would... Why, Sebastian! What an unexpected delight!
Madam, I have but a moment. I invite you to hang upon my every word.
Invitation accepted.
Tonight's ball shall be in masks. The prince will be in a white mask. What mask would your daughter Gabrielle be wearing?
Why, pink.
Well, if the daughter is anything like the mother,
Oh,
I suggest that the pink mask and the white mask come together and fall in love.
are you implying what I am inferring?
Your daughter is all a part of my master plan.
You are brilliant.
You are perceptive. I shall see you at the ball then. Together we shall make this so.
Charlotte, Gabrielle, come, daughters! Oh, Gabrielle, my Gabrielle, just look at you! You too, Charlotte. But really, look at Gabrielle. Cinderella, fetch the jewelry box. Venetian glass, each spun to perfection and more valuable than diamonds. Each of us shall wear the tiniest bit of hand-blown Venetian glass. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my very courageous daughter, Charlotte. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my very beautiful daughter, Gabrielle. Cinderella, fetch the perfume. Who can that be? It must be more good news.
Good evening, Madam. Gabrielle, I'm sorry to interrupt your momentous evening. For the ball, I thought you might desire to take these wildflowers. I picked them myself. And for the mother, the most perfect girl in all of
You
God's
are not welcome here. Get out of my house.
Would you perhaps consider...
Leave and take your simple pleasures with you.
Madam, don't be mean. That was so nice.
No. Plans. There are plans. Plans that do not include Mr. Soapbox.
He means well, and I think he likes me.
Let me tell you about love. These flowers in your hand and dreams in your head. I married your father for love. He died, and I cried. Then I married Cinderella's father for money. He died. I got a house. 7:30? Ball preparation, double time! Cinderella, fasten my shoes! Charlotte, pat your sister's face!
I can't see!
Venetian glass!
I'm hungry.
Gabrielle, feed the baby! Hurry up, hurry up! Cinderella, my cloak!
Coming, madam.
Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair! Then the prince we shall ensnare!
Then the prince we shall ensnare!
Are we worthy?
Yes, yes!
To battle! The crown is ours to lose! Posture, posture!
Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the prince we shall ensnare. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Oh, invitations!
Let us storm the castle, lovely daughters! This is the night everything changes! Off to the ball! Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Cinderella's not going anywhere.
One of the flowers in the bouquet was a wild rose. Its thorn has pricked my lip. Yes, I'm bleeding. I should walk up to the prince and scratch his lip
Oh, now.
and make him drink lemonade. Oh, it'll sting.
That's just cruel.
Enough of taking things that they are. Now is the time for us to march to the palace, the peasants, the tradespeople, and finally get the prince to listen to us instead of having his fancy ball.
Well, you should do that. You should march up to him and talk to him.
He won't listen to me. He uses his castle to hide from the truth. Him listening to me will never happen. The only thing funnier is you going to the ball. Why don't you just do that? Why don't you go to the ball and ask when he's going to start noticing? Noticing that the people are being evicted from their land. That's absurd.
Jean-Michel, I could go to the prince, and he might listen to me. And if I had a ball gown, I think I might look sort of nice. I am in the royal palace of all places, when I meet the finest prince you've ever seen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
Cinderella and fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-de-faddle-de-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Oh, crazy Marie, are you mocking me with your gibberish?
Yes, Cinderella and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
Oh, so what if I do have a dream to see the prince again? And tell him what life in his kingdom is really like and what it could be.
Exactly. And then to have him fall in love with you.
No one will fall in love with me. Why do you come to visit me tonight?
I just knew I would find you in the same little chair, in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
I am being foolish.
Ha! Then be foolish with me! What would you dream of?
Why, an invitation to the ball, I guess.
Ha! Right here! There's your invitation!
What? But it's torn.
Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just go. Now, what else would you dream of?
Oh, a blue gown, I imagine. Oh, a beautiful blue gown sewn up with pearls and jewels. And a tiara of diamonds.
And upon your feet?
Why, the most beautiful grosgrain pumps, I'd imagine.
No, better. The Venetian glass your stepmother so loves in her trinkets and baubles. An entire pair of shoes made only of Venetian glass.
Oh, how silly. Oh, I'd be the envy of all. But how would I get to the ball?
Well, there's Pumpkin over here.
Yes?
I'll turn it into a carriage.
And horses?
There's mice. trapped in this cage.
And a fox as a footman. And a raccoon as a driver. Oh, you are crazy, Marie. Why, in order to do that, you would have to be a fairy godmother. Marie! But you are a crazy woman. What are you doing in that beautiful gown?
You'd be surprised how many beautiful gowns have crazy women in them.
Are you really my fairy godmother?
But of course, my child. Actually, I'm everyone's fairy godmother, but you're the only one who's given me charity, generosity, and kindness. And now, I must make all the dreams we joked about come true.
But that's so improbable, implausible.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed don'ts keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. But if you could be a beggar woman not 5 minutes ago, and now you are my fairy godmother, then anything is possible, right?
I suppose so.
Well, then you can change it all. You can make it all happen.
No, but you can change it all. You can make it all happen.
Well, never. I couldn't.
You're right. It's all so impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed don'ts keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
And now, as promised in our laughter, glass slippers. all this magic is very powerful. And it will end at midnight tonight. Now go. In the name of any girl who's wished to go to the ball in a beautiful gown. In the name of any girl who has wished to change the world she lived in. Go. With the promise of possibility.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice are easily turned to horses. Such fools are all in fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Quite possible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in senses and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these after-doing I don't keep building up impossible hopes impossible. Things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Sebastian, honestly.
Only 200 more women to go.
So which one is it?
Which one is which?
Duh, the prince. I mean, come on. What do you think I'm here for? The free food?
Well, a good time? A dance, perhaps?
Wrong answer. I've got marrying royalty on my mind. So which one is he here?
Well, maybe it's me.
Not likely. You're no prince. You're ordinary.
And what makes you think I'm ordinary?
You're doing the gavotte and you can't even keep the beat. When we get to the waltz, you're gonna trip over your two left feet and land on your flat little bottom. End of discussion.
Hope to talk to you later?
I've moved on.
How do you do?
How do you do?
A lovely dance, isn't it? I hope my dancing is all right.
Your dancing is absolutely princely. Oops, I let that one slip out.
So you know?
I would know a wise and handsome prince anywhere.
Well, the last girl did not know.
What? You're kidding! Well, thanks for the heads up! Ugh!
I think she does now.
Well,
So,
what can you tell me about yourself?
what would it please you to know, Your Highness?
What are your interests?
Why, whatever your interests are, Your Highness.
Okay, creepy.
Your Majestic Highness, just because I was playing hard to get earlier doesn't mean I am hard to get.
I'm sorry, Sebastian. I can't do this anymore. Oh, no. No! Oh, ladies, please! Oh my gosh. Huh?
It's time to play ridicule.
What? What happened to the nice girl?
Ignore her. We're playing ridicule. You get to be judged. 2 circles spin, and when the music stops, 2 players try to out-ridicule one another. Let's go.
2 and 3.
Oh, but my dear, I love that dress no matter how many times I see it. Why, I remember that dress first came in style when I was but a little girl.
Please do not speak of your childhood, as I have not a copy of the Old Testament to read along.
What do you even call that?
It's sophisticated.
It just seems like cruelty.
Cruelty, sophisticated. There's a fine line there. I keep forgetting what it is.
I'm not sure I want to play
Another
this
round
game.
at the ready.
Bum diddy bum 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 diddy bum bum.
1 and 2 and 3.
Age before beauty. You first, dear. Thank you.
You have a beautiful speaking voice. Have you ever considered reciting poetry?
Say it. What? Do it. What? Do the ridicule. The anticipation is killing me. Why do you say that?
No reason. I just really like your speaking voice. And I think you'd sound really wonderful reciting a poem. Oh, and I also like that feather in your hair. It's a lovely color for you.
Why are you doing this to me?
What is this witchcraft you practice?
It's just kindness.
Kindness?
Oh, yes. Kindness is practiced now in all the great courts. Ridicule isn't done anywhere anymore. It's all kindness.
Kindness.
Yes, you know, compassion.
Who are you, you strange woman?
I don't know who she is, but she must be very wealthy indeed. And did you see her feet? Shoes made entirely of Venetian glass. My resentment is all-consuming.
Kindness. You must all try it.
Sorry, dear.
I don't think that's going to happen
Not
here.
going to happen.
I'll be the first. Kindness. Isn't it wonderful to have a pleasant young lady such as yourself in our court?
Thank you. And it's an honor to be at this wonderful party you are throwing.
Am I good?
Part of me dies.
This room is filled with some of the loveliest women I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I just saw they have vanilla cake on the buffet. I love vanilla cake. Thank you to whoever made it.
This court is filled with laughter and warmth.
It's just like it was during the reign of Prince Topher's parents. Let his reign be a continuation of theirs.
Those were glorious days.
So are these. Look at all of these magnificent guests.
You are so kind. Thank you. You make me wish I were a better person. There's something somewhat familiar about you. What could that be?
How much you've changed everything around. And yet, I feel so comfortable around you. I feel as if we've met before. "10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, it gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you. and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I'm sorry to be so elusive. We've just met. I'm not normally this way around people I've just met. Events like these, I feel... What am I doing here?
I feel the same.
Like such a phony.
So do I.
You do?
Yes.
Me too. My name is
Topher, short for Christopher. Yes, I know.
Have we met before?
Yes. And we are seeing each other for the first time right now. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. Oh, I have to go.
But I've just found
I don't
you.
want to, but I must.
Don't go.
There's Prince Topher. There's something I must tell you. You need to open your eyes to what's happening in your kingdom. The poor are having their land taken from them. You must help them. You must.
That doesn't sound very kind. How can you say that's kindness?
This is all so wonderful. You are so wonderful. But I have to go.
Wait! Young lady, where are you going? Wait, stop!
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
Charlotte, Gabrielle!
Wait! Stop! Someone help me! Anyone! Please! Wait! I don't even know your name! The lady! She has run off. We must find her. She ran off in a golden carriage. After her!
Madam, we will take your carriage.
We haven't the room.
After her! She is my destiny!
Leave one of your daughters behind, then.
But, wait, seriously, what just happened? Seriously! Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A frail and fluffy beauty. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble I could break her little arm. Ow! Why would a fellow want a girl like her, so obviously unusual? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Her skin may be delicate and soft,
but not any softer than a doze's.
Her neck is no whiter than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy.
She's only as graceful as food. So why is the fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Yes, he's witty, so disarming, and I really like the way he holds a room. Clever, cunning, ever charming. How do I make him see I'm special? Aww. It's a pity.
It's a pity.
I'm as pretty.
I'm as pretty.
Plus I've got the patience of a perfect saint.
So I'm waiting,
Always waiting. Nevertheless, I'm in a mess. Loosen my dress. Help me, I'm starting to.
why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who isn't dizzy. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer
A high-strung girl like me. Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's. Skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a doze's. Her neck is no wider than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the other?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Your Majesty. Lord Pickleton, where is she?
There are reports along the eastern road of a golden carriage.
10 minutes ago, I held her.
Your Majesty, we saw the carriage.
In this I cannot explain, it simply flew into the mist.
Impossible, I know.
Impossible? Then we shall do the impossible. 10 minutes ago, we were dancing in the palace of all places, and her gown was like a cloud of snowy white. How the moonlight shone its beams upon our faces, till she vanished like a phantom in the night. I just know I will find you. You're the girl of my dreams, and the thrill is more than my heart can bear.
Your Majesty, a carriage.
That way! That's it! That's the one! After her!
across the ballroom floor. He was like a thing divine, and all the ladies turned their heads, and naturally I turned mine. The chandeliers were shooting stars, the drums and horns and soft guitars were sounding more like nightingales. The window curtains blew like sails, and I was floating just above the floor, feeling slightly taller than before. He was tall, very tall, and his eyes were clear and blue.
When I left this house, I was quite convinced that one of my daughters was going to be queen, and I would never have to return home to this. And now? Well, I'm back here to this.
Was the ball a disappointment, madam?
The prince, despite his being well-born and raised with great care by our Lord Protector, showed the most appalling manners, appalling. He spent the entire evening talking and dancing with some little nobody.
Oh, how did Gabrielle and Charlotte take that?
The prince has fallen head over heels for someone else. If he keeps this up, I may not want to go out with him.
What was going on in His Royal Highness's thick skull?
The way he looked at her, with respect. I hope no man ever looks at me that way.
If that girl had any sense of morality or what's right in this world, she never would have appeared at the ball at all.
But could you imagine how she must have felt tonight, arriving at the ball and meeting the man of her dreams?
I cannot, for my mind has no place for the puerile or rank.
I can imagine it, I think.
I can imagine it.
I can imagine it, and I have no imagination.
When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the depths, you are breathless with the wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. And at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and
I'm throwing caution to the wind. I am imagining it as well.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Charlotte, play the pianoforte.
Yes, please. Okay, but it's not going to be good. A lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. La 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 la. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. La 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 la. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. Stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, 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 lovely night.
Isn't it wonderful how the needy just keep on going? Put away the, whatever you call it. The only thing I have to comfort me after this disastrous evening is how absolutely devastated the prince seemed when his dream date ran away.
Oh, it was hilarious. The powder room was full of yammering when we were leaving. I wonder why the girl ran away. My feeling is that up close, she was physically unappealing.
Too bad, lovely daughters. Cinderella, you stay here and clean up this pigsty of a parlor. Why is there a pumpkin on the table? It makes no design sense.
Is there anything else you would like to know, Ella?
No, it sounds like a really marvelous ball. I only wish I could have been there.
How did you know all that happened at the ball earlier this evening?
I just supposed it. Imagined it, had a vision.
Interesting. Quick, how many fingers?
2?
3? Fascinating. Where are your visions now?
You're being silly. You're just picking on me because I said the prince was wearing a white mask.
You didn't say it, and he was. Something's going on here.
You're being absurd. More than usual. I need to finish up.
Oh, here, let me help you with that. Your hands are rough and calloused from work, just like the hand of the woman I shook earlier this evening who danced with the prince.
I don't know what
It was you, wasn't it? It was you. How did you dance in glass shoes?
You won't tell the others, will you, Madam and Charlotte?
Oh, no, never.
And are you mad at me that I stole the prince from you?
I will confess a secret to you. I never loved the prince, or even liked him. There's someone else that I want.
Oh, how wonderful for you! Who is it?
Well, Madame hates him.
Oh, Madam hating them doesn't narrow the field. Who is it?
If I promise to keep your secret of the prince, can you promise to keep my secret of my forbidden love?
I can, and I will.
It's Jean Michel, the firebrand.
Oh, he is a good man, and seems seems angry for all the right reasons.
He wants to change the world and make it a better place. You gotta love a guy like that.
And you may one day win, Jean-Michel, but I will never win Prince Topher. If he saw me as I truly am, he would have no interest in me.
That's not true. He would love you for who you are.
Well, I don't see how.
Well, if Madame ever saw me with Jean-Michel... why, I shudder to think of what she might do. Can you keep my secret?
I can. And you can keep mine. We shall have a secret. That will make us
co-conspirators.
Friends.
Sisters.
May we both find our loves.
And our lives.
I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love come home to me? I have found her, she's my angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing and flying, and she's taking me back to the stars. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to me?
There you are, sire. 3 nights in a row you search, and here it is, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's as if you're testing my good nature. The moment that girl in white ran off, which we all must admit seems to imply she has a police record, the moment she's gone, you won't dance with any of the other girls.
Sebastian, are there poor people in this kingdom who have had their land taken from them?
If there were, I would tell you.
Do they need our help?
Everyone donated joyfully. Ignore this talk. Where did you hear it?
The girl.
I do not believe that she is to be trusted. Please come back to the palace. The work is piling up.
No. Something isn't right.
Very well, sire. The ring?
Oh, right. Sorry. What are you stamping this time?
Oh, nothing much. Hardly worth troubling your beautiful mind.
Let me read it.
I should explain.
I'll read this on my own.
Come back to the palace. Let me draw
I'm reading this now, thank you.
But
that will be all, Sebastian. I'll ask you if I need anything explained. No. Sebastian!
Sire, I can explain.
How could you do this in my name?
I am maintaining this life for you. Without my watchful eye, you should be but a pauper. Would you like that?
I want that girl. I want the girl who talked to me. I want to talk to that girl.
A troublemaker.
We're having another ball. A banquet. And she'll come to that.
This is lunacy. She won't show.
She will show. And we're having the banquet tonight. And you are inviting everyone in the kingdom.
Don't forget who you're talking to, boy.
And don't you forget who you're talking to. Now,
We are having the banquet tonight, and I am finding that girl.
Very well, sire. She won't show. You don't even know her name. And if she really thought you were worthy of all her high ideals, she would have stayed, wouldn't she?
A banquet!
A banquet! Tonight! Invitation only! His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert. Dopey and dreamy, I can't find his lady. Hoping to see her, asking where is she?
Cinderella, where is she?
Gregory Jennings is giving
A banquet? Why does the prince do this? It seems cruelty beyond measure. 2 significant social events in 1 week? Now, granted, I've never looked lovelier, but my physical perfection comes at a price. Gloves, that's what it was. Cinderella, where are my gloves?
Ella, over here. Don't tell her you have the gloves quite yet. I know she'll be abusive, but this shall be worth it. I'm going to tell Madame that I am sick.
Would you like some?
I'm not sick. I'm just pretending. It was just like when Charlotte was in school and pretended to be sick to get out of things she didn't like the 3rd and 4th grades. I will be sick just as we are leaving for the carriage. Madame and Charlotte will leave without me. I will then change back into my regular clothes and meet my secret crush, Jean-Michel. I am taking him up on his offer to help in a soup kitchen.
A soup kitchen.
I get to ladle! You heard me. And guess what will happen to this beautiful dress and invitation? I shall loan them to you. You shall go in my stead and meet the prince and fall in love and get married and exact revenge on Madame and try to keep Jean-Michel out of the stockade. Tra-la-la, the way my mind works.
Cinderella, where are my gloves?
Oh, and don't worry about Madame. She never notices anything that isn't her.
Madam, your gloves are right here.
Cinderella, silly girl, why did you not tell me you had the gloves? Charlotte, come here, darling. And those shoes are delicate and dainty.
My feet burn with the heat of 100 suns.
Come, daughters, the banquet awaits.
Oh, Madame, my stomach. I must have eaten something this morning that disagrees with me.
No, this can't prevent me from going to the banquet tonight.
Go without me. Let Charlotte meet the prince and steal him from the homely girl at the ball. Go, let Charlotte become queen.
I think I can make that work.
Cinderella, fetch the physician. If Gabrielle feels better, send her to the castle immediately. Gabrielle, get better. I insist upon it. Keep your invitation.
Thank you, Mother. I'll come if I feel...
Oh, not on the dress. Come, Charlotte, the carriage awaits.
Oh, you forgot your...
Shh. Quickly. I'll change and you knock on the door.
It knocked back.
Hello, Ella.
Well, hello, Jean-Michel.
I'm sick of hiding in the shadows like a fearful person.
Would you rather see Madame?
Hiding's nice.
How are you this evening?
Tonight, Gabrielle are going out. First, we'll be going to the greengrocer and beckoning him for whatever scraps he might have. And then we'll slave over a hot stove and serve a meal to the very poorest. I'm wound up like a tick, and I do hope she's not expecting this much fun every night.
Oh. Well, that's very kind of you to take her to the soup kitchen.
Good evening, Jean-Michel.
Good evening, Gabrielle. I much prefer you in this simpler attire. You no longer look like a carnival attraction.
You speak such kind words to me all the day long in one of the soup kitchen this evening.
Our first responsibility is for the poor. Then we shall march to the palace and finally get the prince to listen to us. We only have one thing to worry about.
What's that?
That he'll even listen to us at all.
Well, Ella might be a help. You know, she's talked to the prince.
What? Ella talked to the prince?
She went to the ball. They talked about the kingdom and how to make things better. And tonight she's going to the banquet.
The world is upside down. But do you know what this could mean? If Ella really talked to the prince, that means I could talk to him too, and he'd be open to my ideas. What do you call this feeling I'm having?
Optimism.
Optimism. I've got to do this more often.
You can march up to the prince and talk to him.
I can march up to the prince and talk to him.
You can be a leader.
I can be a leader.
You can be my boyfriend.
I can be your boyfriend. Whoa! Left turn. This looks very counter-revolutionary.
I like the man who wants to change the world, but I also like the man who brought me flowers.
Who brought you flowers? Oh, wait. I did. No, I couldn't.
You just said so. Optimism.
Optimism?
Yes.
I could be your boyfriend.
Yes.
So that's how it is.
Mama.
My own daughter, my flesh and blood, deceiving me with someone so decidedly unsuitable. I had plans for you, Gabrielle. I created a life for you, and this is how you show your gratitude! Ever since your father died, I have tried to be the best mother I could.
Dressed up and ready for court. How do I look?
And you think you could go to court? I never loved your father. I only wanted his money. You've been nothing but a nuisance to me since the day he died. You think you can wear a beautiful dress? You think that's acceptable? You should be in rags.
No!
Worn out mother, that's all you deserve. I am no longer your mother. Get out of my house. I'll decide what to do with you later. Why did you have to make me doubt myself? I was doing so well.
At last, a friendly face. Hurry, dear Ella, you shall be late for the banquet. No, look, everything is ruined.
Hurry, the prince needs you. He wants you.
No, I can't.
Why do you think he's having the second event tonight? To try and find you.
Well, every time I take a step forward, Madam pushes me back. The prince would never love me if he saw me as I truly am. I can't keep fighting.
If you have a dream, then very soon thereafter you're going to have to fight for it. Why, otherwise, how would you know the dream is yours?
But my life.
Exactly. It's your life. Beyond the voice that keeps insisting no, there is something more than doubt and fear breaking through the darkness, something that sets your heart aglow. Someone wants you, you know who. Now you're living, there's music in you. Now you're hearing something new, something
can't go to the banquet. My clothing is in tatters. It's all I have.
Yes, perhaps we need even more tatters. More rags, rags, rags. Tatters and shatters and bags. Make the new from old. Tatters that matter in rags and spin them into gold. Now, place these rags in your bag. Now remember, the magic is done at midnight.
Yes, the magic is gone at midnight. Is there anything else?
Well, the glass slippers are already upon your feet. Oh yes, this book that Jean-Michel gave you about the world. Now you only have the entire world to help you. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be. And love is the song you'll sing your whole life through. The mountain, like the sky, make a wish come true. There is music in
Dinner is served!
This is still an option.
Your Majesty, I believe all the guests have arrived. The banquet shall begin.
I'm still waiting for her. She has to come.
Very well, sire. But be warned, this party is a pack of gossips. I'd hurry along if I were you.
Prince Topher!
Oh, you're here.
I'm sorry I'm late.
I knew if I had a second banquet, you would come.
And I'm sorry I ran away before.
And you're even more beautiful than I remembered.
Did you really have this banquet just for me?
I would have 100 banquets just to find you.
Really? And the thing about me being more beautiful than you remember, that's real too?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Wow. What do you know about that?
I've been thinking about you. And I've been thinking about what you were saying about the people having their homes taken away. The court tells me I should just ignore such talk, but
you know that if you are to be king, you have to pay attention to things people tell you to ignore.
Yes. Yes, of course. I want to meet all my people. Not just the ones that Sebastian lets me meet. I don't know how. It seems impossible.
Oh, that's going to be more possible than you could ever imagine. My friend Jean-Michel and my sister Gabrielle are headed here right now with some of your people.
To talk to me? But if things really are as bad as you say they are, then won't they be angry?
I think if you can do battle with a giant or dragon, you can handle a person who just wants to talk to you.
Okay. Okay. You're good.
Just be yourself. They'll see the man that I see. Oh, They're coming.
Oh, wait, what's your name?
Just trust me, because I am your one true friend. Friends, come meet Prince Topher. Just don't say my name.
I won't say it. I won't even mention the gold dress.
Are you okay?
Yes, yes. Jean-Michel is a wonderful man with a lot of great ideas.
No. It's nice to meet you.
And this is Gabrielle, my sister. And Yvonne and her child.
I see the resemblance.
And this is Sam.
It is an honor to meet you.
Oh, no. It's an honor to meet you.
Hey, this prince is all right.
I'm holding a child.
You can talk to her like a normal person.
Prince Topher, Jean-Michel has something he'd like to say to you.
These people have their homes and properties taken from them. I've said this before, but now I know what it's like to have someone I love lose their home. We need help. We need to have our voices heard.
Yes, I see. And believe me, I too know what it's like to be overlooked. I want to help you. But how?
Fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the dreamers in the world go whoops, and out they tumble.
Oh, of course, it's here!
What's here?
Do you know it?
I read it at a university.
Look, chapter 2!
Of course, chapter 2.
Chapter 2? I didn't get that far.
Yes, chapter 2. I should have known. People, I think I have a plan.
Oh, I knew you would!
Long live Prince Topher!
Long live Prince Topher!
Our future king. What is going on out here? Your Majesty, who are all these ragamuffins?
Sebastian, you said no one needed my help. What do you call these people?
Well, from their appearance, I assume artists.
We demand to have our voices heard.
A beheading would not be out of place here.
Yes, all should be seen and heard. That's a very good idea.
What is going on?
Now, there is a way for all to be seen and heard. And it's in this book. In 1 month, let's all vote for a new job I shall create. The post of Prime Minister. Someone who will counsel me. And I nominate our current Lord Protector, Sebastian.
I am unworthy.
And I also nominate this man, Jean-Michel.
What?
Let the people decide. The way things are, or the way things could be. And everyone, rich or poor, only gets one vote.
One person, one vote? Where's the fun in that?
In 1 month, I give you an election.
He's so plain and simple, complicated, fascinating.
Great idea. Now, everyone, rich or poor, into the castle for a free banquet.
You did it! I knew you could!
I did do it, and I think I know who I am now.
You're smiling. I've seen you smile before, but never like that.
I know the king I can be. Just fair and kind-hearted.
You seem so sure of yourself, so sure of everything.
I feel like I can answer any question that's thrown at me.
Oh, you can!
With you, I can. Except, there's only one question I don't have an answer for.
Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Am I making believe I see you? A man too perfect to be really true. Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really
As beautiful as you seem?
To the banquet.
to the banquet? Oh, wait. What time is it?
Only midnight. Why?
Midnight. I have to go.
Again? Why?
I must go.
How can you leave me? Why must you leave?
If you knew who I really was, you'd never want me.
Help! Someone! Guards! Anyone! Help! Someone stop her! Aha!
Hear ye, hear ye. 8 o'clock and all is well. A great day in the kingdom. In 1 month will be our first free election for Prime Minister of the land. The candidates are Jean-Michel and our current Lord Protector Sebastian. But tomorrow, all women come to the palace to try on the glass slipper. Whosoever fits it shall be married to the prince. This is the biggest news cycle I have ever shouted. I will be back at 11 with local weather and sports. Hear ye, hear ye. The prince intends to search until he finds the girl who fits the bill. But not the bill, the shoe, I mean the shoe to fit the queen. The shoe does not fit. The shoe does not fit.
We're going to find that girl. If the shoe is made of glass, it can only fit one person, right? That's why she left it.
It doesn't look good. How goes things?
So far, no luck.
Now, when you try on the slipper, make eye contact with His Highness. For our family, you shall try on the shoe first.
Don't you mean only? No one has seen Cinderella since you yelled at her 2 nights ago. You got rid of Gabrielle because she likes the guy who might be our new prime minister. Wow, good one there.
I don't know what is going on in this world. That which I felt was true and holy is trash. That which meant nothing to me now appears to mean everything.
Me again. Hey.
Gabrielle, there you are. I've just decided. if I become prime minister, I'm gonna marry you.
Wow, the stakes are really piling up.
The shoe does not fit.
Of course it doesn't fit. I'm not the one the prince has fallen in love with. None of us are that girl.
Was that the last eligible lady in the kingdom?
She appears to be, yes.
She can't be.
I told you she wouldn't show.
Everyone truly tried on the slipper?
I haven't tried on the slipper.
Everything has led you to this moment. Now you have something to believe in. Yourself. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
By all means, make yourself ridiculous. Try on the slipper.
It's too rich.
Have we met before?
Yes, and we are seeing each other for the first time right now.
The shoe fits.
It was you. You who danced with me. And you who showed me my own kingdom. And gave me water. That day I was thirsty. Oh, please do not run away again. I do not think I could bear it.
It was you? We both know how horribly I've treated you since your father's death. I know it is beyond reason for me to expect any of your famous kindness. I am not worthy. Madam, you have treated me very poorly indeed. But I say to you now the three kindest words I know. I forgive you. Thank you.
Do you think that includes me?
For you, it probably involves several hours of community service.
You're amazing. Could I maybe learn your name now?
Cinderella.
Oh, Cinderella. It's beautiful.
It's a name I once hated. But starting today, I'll keep. So that from now on, when anyone thinks something is impossible, they'll just say my name and know better. Let's go over the other side.
Cinderella, I love you so much. I don't know what to do.
Oh, well, is marriage still on the table?
Yes. Oh, yes! Oh, my yes! You have to marry me. I mean, will you marry me? Cinderella? Will you marry me?
Yes, my handsome prince, I will marry you. In the arms of my love,
In the arms of my love, I'm flying.
O'er
O'er meadow and glen, and I like it so well. That for all I can tell, and I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may